Self-mastery is the foundation upon which external success is built. It is not the pursuit of control over others, nor is it a superficial demonstration of power. It is the quiet, deliberate cultivation of one's inner world. When you master yourself, your thoughts, emotions, habits, and focus, you unlock the potential to achieve anything you desire in the external world. This connection between self-mastery and external success is a profound truth that often goes unnoticed amidst the noise of daily life. To master yourself is to understand the vast landscape of your inner being. Most people go through life reacting to circumstances driven by habits they've never questioned and emotions they've never explored. But self-mastery requires awareness. It is the act of pausing to observe your thoughts instead of letting them control you. It's recognizing the patterns that hold you back, whether they are doubts, fears, or distractions, and choosing a new response. This awareness is the first step toward mastery, and it is transformative. When you become aware of yourself, you take back the reins of your life. You cease being a victim of external circumstances and become the architect of your reality. One of the most important elements of self-mastery is discipline. Discipline is not about punishing yourself or adhering to a rigid set of rules. It is about consistency in your actions. It's the practice of aligning your daily habits with your long-term goals. Think about it, success is rarely the result of one grand moment. Instead, it is the cumulative effect of small, intentional actions repeated over time. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation wanes. It is the silent force behind every great achievement. By mastering discipline, you create a foundation upon which your external success can thrive. Equally important to discipline is emotional intelligence. Self-mastery involves understanding and managing your emotions, not suppressing them. Emotions are powerful forces that can either propel you toward greatness or derail your progress. When you master your emotions, you learn to channel them effectively. Anger can become determination, fear can become curiosity, doubt can become a challenge to overcome. Emotional intelligence also allows you to navigate relationships with clarity and compassion, building the trust and connection that are essential for external success. Mastery of your emotions does not mean you never feel negative emotions. It means you no longer let them dictate your actions. Focus is another cornerstone of self-mastery. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus is a superpower. To master focus is to choose what truly matters and direct your energy toward it, undeterred by noise or temptation. Focus allows you to harness the power of your mind, bringing clarity and precision to your efforts. When you focus on your goals with unwavering intention, you enter a state of flow where progress feels effortless. This is not magic, it is the natural outcome of aligning your thoughts and actions with your purpose. Self-mastery also requires humility, the acknowledgement that you are both a work in progress and a powerful creator. It's the realization that mastery is not about perfection, but about continuous growth. Every setback becomes a lesson, every failure a stepping stone. Humility allows you to embrace learning with an open heart, knowing that growth often comes from discomfort. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities and keeps you grounded in the pursuit of your goals. As you master yourself, you begin to notice a shift in your external reality. Opportunities seem to appear more frequently. Relationships become more harmonious. Your work becomes more impactful. This is not coincidence, it is the result of alignment. When you operate from a place of self-mastery, your actions become intentional, your energy becomes magnetic, and your results become inevitable. The external world reflects the state of your inner world. Success, then, is not something you chase, it is something you attract by becoming the kind of person who embodies it. Self-mastery is not a destination, it is a journey. It is a daily commitment to growth, reflection, and intentionality. It requires patience because transformation does not happen overnight, but the rewards are profound. As you master yourself, you unlock the ability to create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. You gain the clarity to pursue your dreams, the resilience to overcome obstacles, and the confidence to stand in your truth. Ultimately, self-mastery leads to external success because it creates a foundation of inner strength and alignment. The external world can be chaotic, unpredictable, and challenging. But when you are rooted in self-mastery, you become unshakable. You navigate life with a sense of purpose and presence, knowing that your success is not determined by luck or external validation, but by the work you do within. Master yourself and the world will follow. Comparison is one of the most subtle yet destructive habits that can hinder personal growth. It often begins innocently with a glance at someone else's success, talents, or achievements. Yet what seems harmless at first can quickly spiral into a cycle of self-doubt, envy, and frustration. When we compare ourselves to others, we shift our focus away from our unique path and anchor our sense of worth to external benchmarks. This habit not only stunts our growth, but also blinds us to the beauty of our individuality. At its core, comparison is rooted in insecurity and a misunderstanding of success. It operates on the false assumption that life is a zero-sum game. If someone else is doing well, it must mean we are falling short. But life doesn't work that way. Everyone is on their own journey, shaped by their unique experiences, challenges, and timing. To compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20 is not only unfair, but also irrational. Growth is not a race with others. It's a personal evolution measured only against who you were yesterday. When you constantly measure yourself against others, you rob yourself of joy and fulfillment. Instead of celebrating your progress, you become fixated on where you think you should be. This mindset creates a toxic loop of dissatisfaction where nothing you achieve feels like enough because someone else appears to be doing more. The truth is, comparison often involves looking at a curated highlight reel of someone else's life and contrasting it with your unfiltered reality. It's an unfair battle you've already set yourself up to lose. The danger of comparison lies in its ability to paralyze us. It fosters feelings of inadequacy that can make us hesitate, second-guess ourselves, or give up altogether. When we see others excelling, we might start to believe we're not talented enough, smart enough, or capable enough to pursue our goals. But this is a distortion of reality. Success is not about being the best compared to others. It's about being the best version of yourself. When you focus on growth rather than competition, you unlock the freedom to progress at your own pace and in your own way. To overcome the trap of comparison, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness. Begin by acknowledging when and why you compare yourself to others. Often these comparisons are triggered by a deeper fear or insecurity. By identifying the root cause, you can start to reframe your perspective. For example, instead of feeling threatened by someone else's success, use it as inspiration. Their achievements are proof that growth and success are possible. Instead of thinking, why them and not me, shift to, if they can do it, so can I. Another powerful antidote to comparison is gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you develop a sense of abundance and contentment. Gratitude shifts your perspective from deficiency to sufficiency. It reminds you that your journey is valid and valuable regardless of how it looks compared to someone else's. Celebrate your wins no matter how small they seem. Each step forward is a step closer to your potential, and that is worth recognizing. Setting personal goals is also crucial in breaking free from comparison. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, you become less concerned with what others are doing. Your focus shifts from external benchmarks to internal progress. Personal goals keep you grounded in your own path, allowing you to measure success by your standards rather than someone else's. Remember, growth is not about reaching a destination. It's about continuous improvement and self-discovery. It's also important to limit exposure to comparison triggers, especially in the digital age. Social media, while a powerful tool for connection, often amplifies the tendency to compare. It presents an edited version of reality that can distort your perception of success and happiness. Take breaks from social media or curate your feed to include content that uplifts and inspires you rather than fuels insecurity. Use digital platforms mindfully, ensuring they serve your growth rather than undermine it. Lastly, embrace the idea that growth is unique to each individual. Just as no two trees grow at the same rate or in the same way, your journey will not mirror anyone else's. Trust your timing. Some seasons are for planting seeds, while others are for harvesting. Growth is not always visible, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. The moments of struggle, reflection, and perseverance are just as valuable as the moments of achievement. Every experience contributes to your evolution, even if it doesn't look like progress on the surface. When you let go of comparison, you create space for genuine growth. You free yourself to focus on your unique strengths, passions, and potential. You begin to celebrate not only your progress, but also the success of others, recognizing that their journey does not diminish your own. Comparison is the enemy of growth only if you allow it to be. By shifting your mindset and cultivating self-awareness, gratitude, and purpose, you transform it into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. True growth comes not from outpacing others, but from outgrowing your own limitations and stepping fully into who you were meant to be. Energy flows where attention goes, a truth so simple yet profoundly transformative. What you focus on expands, and what you give your attention to shapes your reality. The mind is not merely a passive observer of life, it is an active participant, Constantly molding your experience based on what you choose to emphasize. Whether consciously or unconsciously, your attention directs the flow of energy in your life. This principle serves as both a warning and a promise. If you direct your attention toward negativity, fear, or limitations, those aspects will grow stronger. Conversely, if you focus on growth, possibilities, and solutions, your energy will amplify these elements, creating a life aligned with your highest aspirations. Attention is the currency of your inner world. In a world full of distractions, your attention becomes your most valuable asset. It is finite, precious, and deeply influential. Every moment spent ruminating on the past or worrying about the future is a moment of energy drained from the present. To understand this principle is to recognize the immense power you hold over your life. By consciously choosing where to direct your focus, you reclaim control over the flow of your energy. You stop scattering your efforts on things that deplete you and begin investing in what empowers you. One of the most significant implications of this truth is its effect on your emotional state. When you dwell on problems, frustrations, or fears, you energize those emotions, making them more intense and more real. A small worry can snowball into overwhelming anxiety when given sustained attention. Similarly, feelings of gratitude, joy, and love grow when you consciously nurture them. This is not just a psychological phenomenon, it is an energetic reality. Your emotions act as amplifiers, intensifying whatever thoughts you fixate on. By learning to guide your attention, you can cultivate a sense of emotional mastery, choosing states of being that uplift rather than diminish you. Consider the impact of attention on your goals and dreams. Success is not merely a matter of effort, it is a matter of focus. You may have all the resources, skills, and opportunities in the world, but if your attention is scattered, your energy becomes diluted. Clarity and focus allow you to channel your energy like a laser, cutting through distractions and obstacles to achieve your objectives. When your attention is aligned with your vision, every action becomes purposeful. Even small, consistent steps lead to exponential growth when guided by focused energy. However, this principle also reveals the danger of misdirected attention. In the age of social media, constant notifications, and endless information, it is easy to fall into the trap of reactive living. Your attention is pulled in 1,000 directions, leaving little energy for what truly matters. The result is a sense of exhaustion, overwhelm, and unfulfillment. The solution lies in intentionality. By setting clear priorities and boundaries, you take back control of your attention. You decide what deserves your energy and what does not. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for mastering the flow of your attention. To be mindful is to be fully present, aware of where your attention is going and why. It is the practice of observing your thoughts without judgment, allowing you to choose your focus deliberately. Instead of being carried away by every passing thought or external distraction, mindfulness anchors you in the present moment. It teaches you to respond rather than react, to steer your attention rather than letting it be hijacked. Visualization is another technique that harnesses the power of attention. When you vividly imagine your goals and desires, you direct energy toward their manifestation. Visualization is not merely daydreaming, it is a focused practice of aligning your attention with your intentions. By repeatedly visualizing success, you train your mind to recognize opportunities and solutions that align with your vision. The clearer and more consistent your focus, the stronger the energetic pull toward your desired outcome. Gratitude, too, exemplifies the principle that energy flows where attention goes. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy toward abundance and contentment. Gratitude redirects your attention from what is lacking to what is present, creating a sense of fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. It is a simple yet profound way to rewire your focus, cultivating positivity and resilience in the face of challenges. It is important to acknowledge that focus is not about denying reality or ignoring difficulties. Challenges are a natural part of life, and some demand your attention for resolution. The key is to approach them with intentionality rather than letting them consume you. Focus on solutions, not just problems. Focus on growth, not just setbacks. This shift in attention transforms obstacles into opportunities for learning and progress. Ultimately, understanding that energy flows where attention goes is a call to self-awareness and responsibility. You are not at the mercy of circumstances, you are the creator of your experience. By mastering your focus, you become the architect of your energy, directing it toward what matters most. This principle empowers you to live with purpose, clarity, and intention, shaping a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. The world around you is a reflection of your inner world. Where you place your attention, your energy follows, and what you energize becomes your reality. By choosing your focus wisely, you align your energy with the life you want to create. This is not just a technique, it is a way of being. It is the realization that you hold the power to shape your reality moment by moment, by deciding where to direct your most precious resource, your attention. Boundaries protect your vision, acting as the invisible yet essential framework that guards your energy, time, and focus. Without them, even the clearest vision can falter under the weight of distractions, obligations, and external demands. Boundaries are not about shutting the world out. They are about ensuring that what enters your world aligns with your purpose. They are not barriers but filters, allowing in what nurtures your growth and keeping out what drains your vitality. In this way, boundaries are the unsung guardians of your aspirations, silently upholding the integrity of your vision. In a world brimming with noise, the ability to say no becomes an act of self-preservation. Your vision, no matter how inspiring, is fragile without the discipline to protect it. Every yes to something misaligned with your goals is a no to what truly matters. It is tempting to please others or spread yourself thin in the pursuit of multitasking, but this habit can dilute your energy and scatter your focus. Boundaries remind you that your vision is sacred, deserving of your undivided attention and unwavering commitment. The process of setting boundaries begins with clarity. Before you can protect your vision, you must define it. A clear vision acts as a compass, guiding your decisions and anchoring your boundaries and purpose. When you know what you are working toward, it becomes easier to distinguish between opportunities and distractions. Clarity eliminates the ambiguity that leads to overcommitment and ensures that your boundaries are rooted in intention rather than reaction. Boundaries are not just external, they are also internal. The limits you set for yourself are just as critical as those you set for others. Internal boundaries involve managing your thoughts, emotions, and habits to stay aligned with your vision. For example, if procrastination or self-doubt creeps in, internal boundaries remind you to refocus and push forward. These boundaries also extend to self-care, ensuring that you prioritize rest, reflection, and renewal. Your vision can only thrive when your inner world is balanced and resilient. One of the most significant challenges of maintaining boundaries is the fear of judgment or rejection. Saying no can feel uncomfortable, especially when it involves people you care about. However, protecting your vision requires courage, the courage to disappoint others temporarily so that you can honor your long-term purpose. It is important to remember that boundaries are not acts of selfishness, they are acts of self-respect. By safeguarding your vision, you ultimately serve not only yourself, but also those who will benefit from the fulfillment of your purpose. Time is one of the most valuable resources your boundaries can protect. Distractions are abundant, and without intentionality, your days can slip away in trivial pursuits. Setting boundaries around your time means prioritizing tasks that move you closer to your vision and being unapologetic about eliminating those that do not. It involves creating rituals and routines that keep you grounded, such as dedicating specific hours to deep work, reflection, or skill building. Boundaries around time also include knowing when to rest, ensuring that your energy remains sustainable. Energy, like time, is finite. Protecting your vision means being mindful of where you invest your energy. Toxic relationships, endless social media scrolling, or overextending yourself can drain the vitality needed to pursue your goals. Boundaries help you conserve and channel your energy into activities and relationships that uplift and inspire you. This is not about avoiding challenges. Growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, but about ensuring that your efforts are purposeful and aligned. Communication plays a crucial role in establishing and maintaining boundaries. It is not enough to know your limits internally. You must articulate them clearly and respectfully to others. Whether it is explaining why you cannot take on an additional project or expressing your need for uninterrupted time, effective communication ensures that your boundaries are understood and respected. It also creates opportunities for mutual understanding, strengthening relationships rather than straining them. Boundaries are not static, they evolve as your vision grows. What served you at one stage of your journey may need adjustment as you progress. Regularly revisiting your boundaries ensures that they remain relevant and effective. This adaptability requires self-awareness as well as a willingness to recalibrate when necessary. The key is to stay aligned with your vision, allowing your boundaries to shift in response to new circumstances while maintaining their core purpose. Ultimately, boundaries are an act of love for yourself, your vision, and the life you are building. They reflect your recognition of the finite nature of your resources and your commitment to using them wisely. By protecting your vision, boundaries create a space where your dreams can flourish, unencumbered by unnecessary distractions or drains. They empower you to stay focused, resilient, and true to your purpose, enabling you to move toward your goals with clarity and conviction. The beauty of boundaries is that they do not limit your life, they expand it. By saying no to what does not serve you, you create room for what does. You make space for growth, creativity, and meaningful connections. You honor your vision by giving it the attention and energy it deserves. In this way, boundaries are not constraints, they are gateways to a life of intention, fulfillment, and purpose. Personal responsibility is the cornerstone of growth, transformation, and success. It is the conscious choice to own your life, your actions, and the consequences that come with them. Many people spend their lives pointing fingers at external circumstances, blaming their lack of success on things outside of their control, whether it's other people, unfortunate events, or bad luck. But the truth is, taking full ownership of your life unlocks the power to change it. When you accept that your life is the result of your decisions, behaviors, and mindset, you step into a position of control where you can shape your future. At its core, personal responsibility is the understanding that you are the author of your story. This doesn't mean that external events won't influence your life, but it does mean that your response to those events is entirely within your control. Life throws curveballs, unexpected challenges, disappointments, or hardships, but how you react determines whether those events defeat you or fuel your growth. When you take ownership of your reactions and responses, you empower yourself to learn, adapt, and find solutions. It's not about what happens to you, it's about what you do with what happens to you. This mindset can be transformative. It means shifting from a victim mentality to one of empowerment. A victim blames others, situations, or conditions for their failures and frustrations. They see life as happening to them rather than life happening through them. On the other hand, someone who embraces personal responsibility understands that while circumstances may be challenging, they have the power to determine their course of action. This shift can be life-changing. Instead of waiting for external conditions to improve, you start making changes within yourself that lead to real progress. A key aspect of personal responsibility is understanding that every decision you make has consequences, whether positive or negative. Every choice, no matter how small, contributes to the trajectory of your life. The small daily habits you engage in, the mindset you cultivate, and the way you approach challenges all create ripple effects that shape your future. When you acknowledge this, you start making more deliberate decisions. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive, recognizing that your future is created by what you choose to do today. But taking responsibility for your life doesn't just mean accepting the consequences of your actions, it also means owning your thoughts and emotions. Your mindset plays a significant role in your success or failure. If you're constantly feeding yourself negative thoughts, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs, those thoughts will manifest in your actions. Personal responsibility means taking control of your internal dialogue, choosing to cultivate thoughts that empower you and rejecting those that hold you back. You have the power to change your mindset, and in doing so, you change your reality. However, personal responsibility can feel heavy at times. It requires facing uncomfortable truths about where you are and why. It requires humility and honesty. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others when things go wrong. But true growth comes from examining yourself and asking, what role did I play in this situation and what can I do differently moving forward? It's about learning from your mistakes instead of avoiding them and using them as stepping stones toward improvement. Personal responsibility is also about integrity. It means staying true to your word both to others and to yourself. If you say you'll do something, follow through. If you set a goal, commit to it. Too often, people let themselves off the hook by making excuses. But when you consistently keep the promises you make to yourself, you build self-trust and confidence. You start to believe in your ability to achieve what you set out to do because you've proven to yourself that you can. Another powerful aspect of personal responsibility is that it gives you the freedom to define success on your terms. When you stop relying on others or external circumstances to validate your worth, you gain clarity on what truly matters to you. You're no longer chasing someone else's version of success or happiness. Instead, you define your path based on your values, desires, and vision for your life. This self-directed approach not only leads to a more fulfilling life, but also fosters a sense of peace and satisfaction that comes from living authentically. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you have to do everything alone or that you can't ask for help. On the contrary, being responsible often involves knowing when to seek support, guidance, or collaboration. The difference is that you're not waiting for others to solve your problems or hand you success. You're actively working toward it and using resources along the way to achieve your goals. Personal responsibility is about understanding that while you can't control everything, you can always control your effort, your attitude, and your mindset. It's about recognizing that challenges are inevitable, but your perseverance and adaptability determine how you move forward. It's about owning your failures just as much as you own your successes, learning from them, and using them as fuel to keep growing. Ultimately, personal responsibility is the path to empowerment. When you own your life, you stop giving away your power to circumstances, other people, or excuses. You take control of your destiny, and you become the active creator of your life, not just a passive participant. By embracing this mindset, you open the door to limitless growth and success because you realize that everything you need to create the life you want is already within you. Becoming the best version of yourself is not just a personal journey, it's a transformative act that reverberates far beyond your own life. When you commit to growth, self-mastery, and living authentically, you inadvertently create a ripple effect that influences everyone around you. This process is not about perfection, but about striving to become a better, truer version of yourself each day. It's about embracing challenges, learning from setbacks, and aligning your actions with your values and aspirations. In doing so, you inspire others not by preaching or imposing, but simply by being a living example of what is possible. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts with self-awareness. You must take a hard, honest look at where you are and where you want to be. It's not about comparing yourself to others, but about understanding your unique strengths, weaknesses, and potential. Self-awareness allows you to identify the habits, beliefs, and behaviors that hold you back and replace them with those that propel you forward. This process of introspection and adjustment is deeply personal, yet its impact extends outward. People notice when someone is genuinely working on themselves, and it often motivates them to reflect on their own lives. Living authentically is a cornerstone of this journey. Authenticity is not about conforming to external expectations, but about aligning your life with your core values and beliefs. When you live authentically, you give others permission to do the same. In a world often filled with superficiality and pretense, authenticity stands out. It's powerful because it resonates on a deep human level. When people see you embracing who you are, pursuing your passions, and standing firm in your convictions, they are inspired to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a silent but compelling invitation for others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Resilience is another critical component of becoming the best version of yourself. Life is not without its challenges, and growth often requires stepping outside your comfort zone. It's about facing fears, overcoming obstacles, and refusing to let setbacks define you. Resilience is not only a personal strength, but also a source of inspiration for others. When people see you persevere through adversity with grace and determination, they are reminded of their own capacity for resilience. Your ability to rise after falling becomes a beacon of hope and encouragement, showing that setbacks are not the end, but a stepping stone to something greater. Equally important is the pursuit of purpose. Living with purpose means aligning your actions with a greater meaning, whether that's contributing to your community, creating art, building relationships, or pursuing a career that fulfills you. Purpose gives your life direction and helps you prioritize what truly matters. When you live with purpose, your enthusiasm and dedication become contagious. People are drawn to those who are passionate and purposeful because it inspires them to seek out their own calling. By pursuing your purpose, you create a ripple effect that encourages others to find and follow theirs. Your journey to becoming the best version of yourself also requires discipline and commitment. It's about consistently making choices that align with your goals, even when it's difficult. Discipline is not about restriction, but about empowerment. It allows you to take control of your life and create the future you envision. When others witness your discipline and see the results it yields, they are often inspired to adopt a similar mindset. They realize that success is not about luck or talent alone, but about consistent effort and perseverance. One of the most inspiring aspects of becoming the best version of yourself is the way it fosters connection. As you grow and evolve, you naturally attract like-minded people who share your values and aspirations. These connections can lead to collaborations, friendships, and partnerships that further amplify the impact of your growth. Additionally, your journey often inspires those who are not yet on the same path. They see your transformation and begin to believe that change is possible for them too. By being open about your struggles and victories, you create a sense of shared humanity that resonates deeply with others. Perhaps the most profound way in which becoming the best version of yourself inspires others is through the example you set for the next generation. Whether you're a parent, teacher, mentor, or simply someone who interacts with younger individuals, your actions speak louder than words. When children and young adults see you striving for growth, living authentically, and pursuing purpose, they learn valuable lessons about what is possible in life. They internalize the idea that growth is a lifelong journey and that success is not about being perfect, but about continually striving to improve. In essence, becoming the best version of yourself is an act of service. While the journey is deeply personal, its impact is profoundly communal. You inspire others not by telling them what to do, but by showing them what is possible. Your growth becomes a source of light, illuminating the path for those who may feel lost or stuck. It reminds them that change is possible, that challenges can be overcome, and that life is meant to be lived authentically and purposefully. By committing to your own transformation, you contribute to the growth and betterment of those around